So, the title of this video is over-exaggerated to get people to click it. I wasn't actually beaten up, but I was involuntarily put into a mosh pit. So, that hurt. Ow. But you should stay interested because some interesting things happened. Moving on. Earlier this week, Tuesday, April 21st, I believe, I went to the Future Hearts tour. And if you don't know what that is All Time Low's tour. They brought along State Champs, Staying Alive, and Issues. I did go to school that day just because it didn't start until 6 o'clock, so I went to school, my mom picked me up from there, we went to Charlotte, and the concert was at the Fillmore, and it was actually my first general admission concert. I normally just go to the concerts where you have like an assigned seat, because with general admission you have to fight your way to the front near the stage, or you can just stay in the back, which I did not do. I tried to fight my way to the front. My school lets out at 3:30, so we did get there fairly early, so we ate at the diner across the street, and my mom did not have any interest in the bands that were playing because she had no idea who any of them were, so she just kind of hung around at the diner. And there is something very interesting that happened there while I was inside that I'm going to tell you about later. I parted ways with my mom. She stayed across the street. I went over to join everyone else in line to get into the venue because the doors had not yet opened. So in line, I made a friend. His name is Connor. He's in a band that is kind of local. He gave me a pretzel, so whenever he becomes famous, I can just be like, yo, he gave me a pretzel. So, yeah. Connor, if you're watching this, shout out to you. Thanks for the pretzel. So, we kind of stood in line for about 10 minutes. We just talked and stuff, and then we went into the venue. The show, you know, had about 30-45 minutes before it actually started, so I kind of made a couple of friends in there. Everyone in there was just, like, so cool. The first band that went on was State Champs, and I absolutely loved them. I had only heard a couple of songs before, and now I am obsessed. During their set, I started making my way to the front, and there wasn't any bad things going on at that point. Then Tonight Alive came on, and I was about in the middle of the crowd at that point, and then it wasn't quite a mosh pit. There was just a lot of like pushing and shoving, and I did get pushed a little bit. I tried not to push anyone else just because I wanted to be nice. Then Issues came on, and by the time Issues came on, I was already basically at the front where the barricades are next to the stage. During Issues, like, people were passing out like left and right, and I was afraid that I was gonna pass out too because like my mouth was getting dry because I forgot to buy a water and I was not about to leave to buy a water, and so I thought I was gonna pass out. I was like starting to feel claustrophobic. I couldn't breathe. It was like really weird. I never felt that way, and I had already been standing for like 5 hours. My legs were begging me to amputate them. I could hear their cries. I could hear their screams. I pretty much got beaten up. I'm not kidding. They got through like one song before the mosh pits started happening. I was getting pushed. I was getting shoved. I didn't quite get punched, but it also wasn't like a hit. It was just like something in between, and I thought I had a black eye. I still don't really know what it was. I don't think it was a black eye because like the coloring under this eye, it went away in like a day or two. I don't really know what it was. It could have just been like from sleep deprivation. I don't really know. So yeah, that wasn't that bad. I mean, I kind of expected it, but I did get pushed all the way to the back, and so I was like, well, since I'm already in the back, I'm just gonna go buy a t-shirt. So this is the one that I bought. It's just got their picture on it, looking really cute, and then the back has like the tour dates and everything. After I bought the t-shirt, I made my way back into the crowd, and that was the time where Issues only had about 1 or 2 more songs left because I did have all their set lists onto my phone so I could just kind of see what was going on. So I was like, okay, I gotta make my way back to the front. I ran into this freakishly tall guy. He was like 7 feet tall, probably taller than that. And there was some girls that were directly behind him. I was kind of behind him, but these other girls were directly behind him. It was a group of about like 5 or 6 girls. They all looked like freshmen or maybe a little bit younger. They were so cruel. I wanted to say something to them, but I just didn't because I didn't want to get beaten up because I am the weakest person in America, and they were probably stronger than me, so I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna watch this go down. The freakishly tall guy was under the influence of alcohol, obviously, because he had a can of beer with him, and he looked pretty aggressive, so I wasn't gonna go for it. But these girls, they had a bottle of water and they were like flinging it on him. I saw one of them hit him. They were yelling at him, calling him names, and bashing him just because he was tall. It's kind of not his fault. Then one of the girls' moms came up and she started yelling and screaming at him too, and I was just like, wow, these people are so rude. So I tried to get away from them, and about 15 minutes later, that girl's mom like came out of nowhere, and she like showed everyone her phone. She was like, oh my gosh, I met Alex. And if you don't know who Alex is, he is the lead singer of All Time Low. And she was like showing everybody these pictures, and I was like, oh wow. At that time, Issues had finished their set. It was the like intermission type thing in between Issues and All Time Low. By then, I was almost back at the front. I wasn't quite there. So I did lie to a couple of people, and I said I had some friends at the front just because I really wanted to get to the front. They're my faves. I had to get to the front. You know, I was just kind of standing there, you know, minding my own business. And somebody offered me drugs. What? I look like I am 12 years old. Why would you offer me drugs? I'm not one of those teenagers who like likes alcohol and drugs and stuff. So clearly I didn't take them, just to clarify that. I did not take the drugs. Did not want them, no thank you. Anything after that was kind of insignificant until God had graced the place. The music started, All Time Low came on. They were beautiful and angelic. Jesus Christ was in the building. I swear, he was in the building. It was Zach's birthday the day of my concert. He doesn't like cupcakes and cakes and stuff like that. So they brought out a sushi plate and we all sang happy birthday, and it was just the cutest thing ever. The rest of the set was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed the entire thing. All the while I was inside having a grand old time, my mom was outside at the earlier mentioned diner. All Time Low dedicated their new album to a guy named Mac, who was their friend for a very, very, very long time, and he passed away, of course, but his wife, my mom was across the street having conversation, making friends with this woman. My mom had no idea until she brought it up, and then first she kind of thought like, well, no, she's lying. But no, she wasn't kidding. They brought a fruit tray to their tour bus while my mom was talking to them. They weren't kidding. My mom made friends with their friends. And I had the chance to meet them because of that, but she thought that I wouldn't want to leave the venue because if you leave the venue, you obviously can't re-enter. I would have left the venue. Like, what idiot would not leave the venue to go meet their faves? So I totally would have done it, but, you know, my mom is definitely cooler than me. I mean, like, she met a friend of the band's that was following them on tour. So I'm pretty sure that is just about it of what happened. But here's a couple of clips. I'm not going to put a whole bunch because I feel like not everyone wants to see all that. But if you do want to see more, let me know and I'll upload a couple of the clips to my vlog channel.
Smells like a fucking Snoop Dogg concert in here. 420 was yesterday.
Holy shit.
That could be our guys.
Ryan, is that you? Yeah, is that you smoking weed back there? What's going on? All this haze is just me and Brian like, woo!
I smoked weed once when I was 15 and I haven't had erection. I haven't had erection ever since.
You got pregnant.
Yes, I was the first man to have a baby. It was kind of cool, actually.
I heard that you've been self-medicating in the quiet of your room. Sweet suburban too. And if you need a friend, I'll help you stitch up your wound.
You guys have really good voices. Except for whoever just went, maybe work on that. No, don't work on it. Just do that forever. You're great. You're going to be a star.
A handful of moments I wish I could change. And it's on like a nightmare to cut like a blade.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different. It was kind of like a diary entry almost because this channel is not only for you guys' entertainment and to keep you guys happy, but it's also just a little diary for me basically. And I like to look back on some of my videos and just kind of remember things. So if you like videos like this, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and maybe I'll do some more. And if you didn't already know, I make new videos every single Sunday. So you should totally subscribe and you can follow me on all my social media. All these links is going to be in the down bar. So yeah.